to introduce Dr. Shyam Bhatia. He's a retired professor of economics. He taught economics at Indiana University for 29 years, from 1976 to 2005. Is recipient of many teaching and research awards, and is known for his association with Vedanta Society of Chicago since 1978, where he has given many discourses on spiritual topics. He believes strongly that Swami Vivekananda movement can be a part of the arch for new spiritual age that is felt in West. Also, Dr. Bhatia said, money is required to initiate and sustain any organization. So as Ekal, we all are putting our hands together to fund all activities which is happening in India. And with this, I would kindly invite Dr. Shyam Bhatia to deliver his speech.
जननीं शारदां देवी श्रीरामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोश्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः शान्ति 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 ओम. May we focus our minds on the greatness and glory of the Supreme One who has created this universe, that one who covers earth, heavens and all the empty space, that one who is the glory and the essence of all that exists, who is our own innermost self. May that one illumine our consciousness. Dear friends, this recitation that I have given you from the Rig Vedas was very much liked by Swami Vivekananda Maharaj, and therefore, before offering my honor to Swamiji, I spoke about this Rig-Vedic recitation or invocation. Swamiji was supreme among all spiritual monks. He was the embodiment of spirituality, knowledge, existence, and bliss supreme. He was the remover of all afflictions of humanity. He was the spiritual child of Mother Sharda Devi and Sri Ramakrishna, the world teacher. I offer my salutations to all of them before I begin to speak about my topic. Swamiji had a great blessings from his Guru, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, and Holy Mother Sri Sharda Devi, the consort of Sri Ramakrishna. It was because of that benign grace upon Swamiji that he came to the United States at the age of less than 30 to speak at the Parliament of World Religions, when Hinduism and Vedanta were unknown to the Western world. There's a little story before I speak about my topic. My topic is modern education and human excellence according to Swami Vivekananda. I would like to give you a brief story about Swamiji's antecedents. Swamiji was born on January 12th, 1863, and he delivered his speech on September 11th, 1893, from this very podium, this very hall. It's a great prestige and honor to speak from the podium from where our divine teacher, Swami Vivekananda Maharaj, spoke to the audience of 7,000 people. At that time, perhaps this auditorium was not built. It was a grand park where approximately 7,000 people had assembled to listen and participate to the Parliament of World Religion. Swamiji is considered to be as the Advent. He is a yogi, and his mother was Bhuvaneshwari, biological mother was Bhuvaneshwari Devi, father was Vishwanath Datta, born in Calcutta. Bhuvaneshwari Devi, Swamiji's biological mother, was a very pious lady. She always used to pray to Lord Shiva that he should bless her with a child which has the same qualities as Lord Shiva had. And her wishes came true after many years of constant and steadfast prayer. But Sri Ramakrishna had something else to say about Swami Vivekananda. That was the time, as you know, that Sri Ramakrishna was born in 1836, in February 12th, 1836. And at that time, India was passing through a very difficult time. India had been under the oppression, the sacrificial sufferings of foreign invaders for almost 800 years under the Muslims and 200 years under the British rule. By that time, Indians had forgotten their own identity. They had doubts about their own religion, and Sri Ramakrishna wanted to bring back that religion back to life, which is called Sanatana Dharma or Hindu Dharma. Every incarnation that has come to India or to the world, starting from Sri Ramachandra to Sri Krishna to Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda, had always a mission. Sri Ramachandra's mission was where dharma is protected, dharma will protect you. Dharma Rashiti Dharma. Those who protect dharma, dharma will protect them and bring them peace and happiness to them. Lord Krishna said, Yada yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharati abhyathanam adharmasya tada atmanam srijamyaham paritran sadhunam vinashayate dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Whenever there is a decline of moral authority in this world, whenever there is an upsurge of immoral values in this world, I manifest myself in human form and protect the law-abiding and saintly people on the face of the earth. I decimate the sins from the face of the earth, and I come here to re-establish the moral authority or dharma here on earth. That was the mission of Sri Ramachandra and Sri Krishna. What was the mission of Sri Ramakrishna? Sri Ramakrishna's mission was again the same thing. It is said that he came here to remove the superstitions that were introduced over a long period of time into Vedanta, Hinduism, or Sanatana Dharma. People had forgotten their own identity, own religion. He came to educate their own people, that you should try to realize your own divinity. Swamiji, Vivekananda Maharaj, he simply followed the footprints of Sri Ramakrishna and got his blessings And he not only confined himself to India, but he spread it. He came to disseminate all this knowledge to the rest of the world, including the United States and to the West. When this situation was there in India, Sri Ramakrishna one day, as you know, sometimes we call him, because I am associated with the Ramakrishna movement mission, he is called Bhagwan Sri Ramakrishna. He was here and he saw one day when he was in deep samadhi, in total absorption, he saw himself as a little child, shining brightly, and in samadhi, he moved, his mind moved to the different realms of spirituality. First he saw along the path gods and goddesses, and then he reached ultimately, when he was in total absorption, in complete samadhi, he went to a realm, spiritual realm, where everything was formless, no shape. But to his surprise, he found 7 rishis, we call them in Sanskrit Saptarishi, 7 sages sitting in meditation, and one of them was Swami Vivekananda. Among those 7 rishis, we do not know who was he, but his birth time, pre-monastic name was Narendranath Datta. Sri Ramakrishna used to lovingly call him Naren, N-A-R-E-N, Naren. When Sri Ramakrishna himself saw as a little child, shining brightly, he went and he threw his arm around that rishi, that sage, just like a little child throws his arm around the neck of his mother, and lovingly whispered in his ears, "O Narayan," he used to call him Nar or Narayan. "Narayan, I am going down. Will you come down with me? Won't you come with me? I need you. India needs you. You come with me." It is said in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna that this great rishi, this great sage, did not open his eyes because he was meditating. He did not speak at all, but he smiled and he nodded his head, "Yes, I will come, I will come." 18 years after that time, one day, Swami Vivekananda, who was called Narendranath Datta, was born, came on this earth, and he used to look from the very childhood that I want to see God. Anybody who has seen God, please show me that person. When he was in Presidency College in Calcutta University, he used to ask many people. Even during his time, Rabindranath Tagore, he went, and Rabindranath Tagore was well known. People used to call him, people of Calcutta used to call him Gurudev because of his knowledge. And he went to him even and asked him, "Gurudev, have you seen anybody who has seen God?" He honestly said, "No, I have not seen." Then one day, one of his teacher of English, who was Irish by origin, used to teach at Presidency College in Calcutta, told him, "Narendra, you always keep on looking for a person who has seen God. I will tell you, his name is Sri Ramakrishna. He lives in Dakshineshwar, in Kali temple, in the goddess Kali temple. He has seen God. You just go and see him." At an appointed time, an appointed day, he went to see him. Sri Ramakrishna was giving an audience, was speaking about nature and God, very briefly to a small audience in the temple. Swamiji came and stood by the gate or the door of the temple and started listening what Sri Ramakrishna was saying. He immediately recognized that this man has seen God, because the way he is speaking about God and nature, nobody can speak like him. But at this moment, Sri Ramakrishna saw him, that some gentleman is standing by the door. As soon as Sri Ramakrishna saw him, his mind went back to the same old mystical vision that he had seen 18 or 19 years ago. he immediately realized that this sage has come. He has descended from heaven to be the messenger of God. He dismissed his audience. He asked, I want to meet this person. He invited him inside and asked him. And he was older than him by almost, you can say 1836, Sri Ramakrishna was born and Swamiji was born in 1863. You can see the difference of about 50 years. And at that time, Sri Ramakrishna stood up. In the Kali temple, he used to always keep some ready fruit, flowers, and a pitcher of water. He stood up and folded his hand in front of Narendranath, the future Swami Vivekananda. His pre-monastic name was Swami Vivekananda, Narendranath. He folded his hand and asked him, "O Narayan, why did you take that long? I waited for you for such a long period of time. Why have you come so late?" Narendranath was confused. He did not know that who he is talking with. But he kept quiet and he offered him fruit, flowers, and made him comfortable to sit. And then asked him, "How come you have come here today?" Narendranath, future Swami, asked pertinent question to begin with without wasting time. "Have you seen God?" Sri Ramakrishna said, "Yes, I have seen God. As vividly, as distinctly as I can see you, only more intimately, but only more intimately. I have seen God. I have spoken with Him, and I can show you too." Narendranath was very much convinced. On that day he left. And then some of his friends, when asked him, who was the members of the Brahma Samaj in Calcutta, asked him, "Have you met that saint, Sri Ramakrishna?" He said, "Yes, I have seen him, but I am confused now. He was folding hand before me. I am much younger, like his son, and he is like my father. And I wonder why he was folding hand in front of me. And he was telling me that, 'Oh Narayan, why have you taken so much time to come here that long? I wanted you, India wanted you.'" Since that day, we find that according to our Hindu and Vedanta beliefs, that Swamiji, we look upon Swamiji not only to be the messenger of God, we accept that, but we not only accept him as the spokesperson of Sri Ramakrishna, but he was also the spokesperson of the entire Hindu and Vedanta community the world over, all over the world. He has come to show us the direction and give us an education which Sri Ramakrishna wanted, that people of India should begin to understand their own identity. And Swamiji had come for that reason. Now, my topic. Modern education, Swamiji said, India is not able to recognize itself because it has forgotten the Vedantic philosophy, the Vedantic teaching which our forefathers had given to us. What was the Vedantic instruction? According to Swamiji, he said, Vedanta teaches us that human nature is spiritually divine. Human nature is spiritually divine. But the goal of human life is to realize that divinity by yoga. By two methods, he said. By Eastern method and by Western method. Eastern method is the Indian method. The Western method, he said, is the American method. The Eastern method said that you must devote your time on renunciation and service. That was Swamiji's mission. He said, I want the perfection for the self. Atmokshartham. Atmokshartham lokhitaya cha. These were his Sanskrit words. when he established Sri Ramakrishna Mission and what he used. Somebody asked him, Swamiji, what is the mission of this organization? He said, Atmokshartham Lokitayach, the perfection for the self and welfare of mankind. Welfare of mankind. That's what I want, both for Indians and the Western countries. He also said, Lord Buddha came from the East, I have come for the West and the whole world. I want to spread the philosophy of Vedanta in the world through education. And he said this education should be a combination, a blending of spirituality and science. Spirituality and science. He said just as a bird needs two wings to fly, our education, our children, our youth requires spirituality and science, a rational education which should give them the identification about who they are. This is what Swamiji mentioned. Then Swamiji himself asked this question, what is that education which makes us realize our own divinity? Swamiji said there too. One is the Eastern force or the Indian force, the other is the Western force or the American force. He said the Eastern force depends upon two things, renunciation and service, and the Western force depends upon the scientific technology and scientific education. Let me explain these 2 points. First, the Eastern and the Indian. When he said Indian value of education, Indian spirit of education emphasizes 2 things, renunciation and service. Why he said renunciation? Because our ancient sages said that one? He said no. I want renunciation because of the following reason. He said in wealth, there is always a fear of poverty, that one day I might lose this wealth and I might become poor. There is a constant fear. He said in age, in beauty, there is a fear of age, that one day I am very handsome, beautiful, and one day I might become an old person, and therefore he is constantly afraid of that. In success, there is a fear of failure. Always, today I am successful, tomorrow I may not be. And then he said, in life, there is a fear of death. Swami said, everything in this world is fraught with fear. He alone is fearless, who has renounced everything in the service of God, in the service of humanity. He took God and humanity one and the same thing. He said, consciousness is one, world consciousness is one. There are not different consciousnesses, there is only one consciousness. And that is the cosmic consciousness, the God's consciousness is everywhere. Just like he gave the example, a moon is in the sky, and you put 100 buckets of water, you see the reflection of that moon, 100 reflections. Moon is one, the truth is one, but reflections are many. That's what our Rig Veda says, Satyam ekam bahula vadanti. The truth is one, God is one, but sages call him by different names. He said that's what we are. We Indian community, we Indian people, the whole world, you see God is one. And that way he brought about 4 other things. He said divinity of the soul, unity of existence, oneness of God, and harmony of all faiths of religion, all faiths. I have come for that reason, to bring about that. And when he said this one, he said it is these combination of these 4 things, the divinity of the soul, unity of existence, oneness of God, and harmony of all faiths. I have brought a mission, message for the world to follow this one. When this will happen, the world will become united. The world will become peaceful, and the Vedantic goal will be achieved. And this is my mission, I want to achieve that. That's my Guru's instruction to me, that you bring about and revive Vedas and Upanishads in this world, and go even to the East to disseminate this whole knowledge of the Vedanta. Swamiji did that one. Then he said, how about the other force? The force, the Western force. He said Western force is also required. India is poor. India needs richness of spirituality, but India also needs the greatness, food for the poor people. We want to gather both these things to be there. How did he do that? He said, he quoted one of the Upanishads, which is called Chando Upanishad. In the Chando Upanishad, the great sages of India mentioned one thing. He said, how can we bring about, and Swamiji quoted that one. He said, how can we bring about the efficiency in education by combining spirituality and scientific knowledge? It says that the Chando Upanishad says, Yadeva Vidya Karoti, Shraddhaya Upanishad, Tadeva Vidi Mantram Bhavati. Whenever there is a combination or a blending of education, of scientific education, spiritual education, and whenever there is a come with Shraddha, which means reverence, with faith, and with conviction is there. And whenever there is Upanishad stands for deep meditation, meditative thinking. When all these forces are combined, that education will become supremely efficient. Once again, education, scientific and spiritual, Shraddha, second, and third one is Upanishad. When all these three things are added, that is my goal, Swamiji said. I want to bring about that one to all my children of the country, so that they should know that true education is being given to them. And then, at the last minute, in one of the places, he mentioned 3 stories I would like to give you, then I will conclude this talk. He also, Swamiji was a noble idealist. He knew all his gods and goddesses, but he used to feel that why Indians are not self-confident. We have thousands of gods and goddesses, we worship them, and yet we do not feel confident. What is the reason? Swamiji answered that question. He said, the reason is avidya. He quoted Patanjali Yoga Sutra, avidya, asvita, ragdosh, adi, abhinivesha, kadesha. There are 5 reasons of kadesha, of difficulties. First one is avidya, agyan, ignorance. Ignorance of our own true divinity, our true knowledge. We are ignorant about that. We are ignorant about spirituality, we are ignorant about scientific education. And therefore, I want a combination of the two. The number 1, avidya. Asmita. Asmita is arrogance, egoism. When we are egocentric, we feel that I know everything, the rest of the world does not know. There's no feeling of respect, abiding respect for the rest of the world. Then we also become, we ignore ourselves. We do not know. A delusion comes. Then comes raga, dosha, adi. Raga is the attachment, and dosha is the jealousy. When these things are there, again we lose our own true divinity. We do not understand ourselves. He said, I want through the Vedas, through the Upanishad, remove all these 4 important difficulties and want to bring my people that they should go and realize their own true divinity. That was one. Then he himself said, what will happen if we combine these? He mentioned 2 things. He was very well known about the Western literature. He quoted, he said, then the Promethean spirit will develop. Prometheus was a great Greek hero who brought fire from the heaven on earth for the welfare of humanity, for the welfare of mankind. But being very patriotic, Swamiji said, Prometheus, I quote, Bhagirath. Bhagirath was a great king in the Raghu dynasty, solar dynasty, who brought gauges from the Milky Way galaxy on earth for the plenty and prosperity of India. He said that spirit should be developed among Indians, that they should, then once this spirit is developed, there will be a conviction. There will be self-confidence, there will be conviction. Then Indian will feel that when you remove all those difficulties and you develop that Promethean spirit or Bhagir spirit will come, then Indian will feel very happy. I want this, our children in the Ekal organization, foundation, that spirit teachers should teach our children. And schools and colleges, universities, they should inculcate that feeling. One more story. The other story is that one day we read in the Upanishads that originally when the world was created, Brahma, the creator of the universe, created that one. We call it Prajapati also by that name. He had three kinds of people: gods, demons, and human beings. When they got education, 20-25 years, the last day, the students, all these three types of students, expressed a desire to his guru, to the creator of the universe, O Gurudev, could you tell us how we are going to enter our practical life? We have spent 25 years of our education here in the ashrama. What practical education you can tell us? Just very briefly tell us. And Maharaj Prajapati Bhagwan, he said three things. He said da, three times. Da. These three, there's one word. This is a prefix of three Sanskrit words. First da means daman. Second da means daya. Third da means dana. He told the gods and goddesses sitting there as students that you should have daman, have a self-control, because you want to have beautiful things, enchanting things in the world, and in the process you lose yourself, you lose your strength. Have self-control, self-discipline. That is called daman. That's what the teacher told to the Rakshas, Asuras, demons. He said, you are very cruel by nature. You are terrorists. You bring terrorism in the world. Be kind. Daya. Show generosity, show compassion and kindness. And to the human beings, he said, dana. You should be charitable. Give charity. Charity does not mean only money. Charity will be given in terms of your knowledge to the students, your time, selflessly. Give a selfless service. He said that. These three things, Swamiji said, when these three things are brought in India, the message of Prajapati, India will flourish, spiritually as well as economically. The last story is Swamiji mentions in his book that once there was a lioness, a female lion, and there was a flock of sheep. This lioness was expecting a baby, and when she saw in the forest, she was hungry, she preyed upon the flock of sheep, he jumped on them, in the process she died, but she gave birth to a baby, a cub, a baby lion. This baby lion was taken care of by this flock of sheep for many, many years. One day, a big lion came in the forest, in the jungle. He saw this cub, who is a lion. He is in the company of sheep. He eats grass, he mimics like sheep, he walks like sheep, he talks like sheep, but he has forgotten his own identity. He wanted to teach him a lesson. Swamiji said that lion was a guru. He took that baby lion when he was sleeping, he woke him up. The baby lion started trembling, and he told him, this big lion told him that, look, you are a lion. You have forgotten your own identity. You have become a sheep. You are fearful of everything. You have become fearless. You are the king of the forest. He said, no, this is my family. I will join with them. He said, how? Then this baby lion said, how do I know that I am a lion? What is the proof? He said, I'll show you the proof. Come with me. He took him to the nearby lake. He asked him to see your reflection. in the lake, in the water. And we both will sit, we bend. When the little baby lion saw that one, that both looked the same, he said, yes, I believe you, that you are a lion and I am a lion too. He said, anything else? He said, one more proof I want to give you. Roar after me like a lion. I will roar here. And when he roared, the baby lion also roared in the forest. The forest started thundering. And then he said, yes, I believe that I am a lion. Swamiji says, Swami Vivekananda Maharaj says, our teachers should be like that lion, who should bring the identity, who should make our students familiar with the greatness, that we are a lion. We were a nation of a lion, we have become sheep. That was the message. And then Swamiji said, at the end, he said, rise and awake and stop not till the Lord is. At this time, I want to conclude the prayer, because my Guru, when I took initiation, he told me that if you want to be successful, you should always start with a prayer and end with a prayer. So you won't mind to take only 1.5 minutes. I should conclude this with prayer. Om Sahana Sahanam Gunatu Saviriyam Bhavai Tejasvina Avinastu Ma Vidyavai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May the Supreme Lord protect us. May He sustain us. May we all grow in strength together. May all the limitations of our body and mind be completely removed. May we see the truth face to face. May we live by that eternal truth. May our studies and relationship together be fruitful. May we have an abiding respect and deep consideration for one another. Oh, peace, peace, peace be unto us and to all the